Sometimes we do everything right. We read books, we listen to podcasts, we follow advice, we try to improve ourselves, and yet, nothing really changes. It's not because you're lazy, it's not because you're not smart enough. Very often, the problem lies in the way you think, not in what you do. 2026 doesn't need you to do more. It needs you to think a little differently. In this episode, Mary isn't sharing quick hacks or success formulas. We're talking about 4 sharp mindsets, quiet but powerful ways of seeing life that can deeply influence how you communicate, work, love, and grow. These mindsets aren't complicated. They're actually very simple. And that's exactly why so many people overlook them. Some people spend years doing the right things and still feel stuck. Others move forward quickly, not because they're better, but because they changed the lens they see life through. The 4 mindsets we'll explore today are about seeing people as humans first, not labels, understanding that every gain requires a trade-off, trusting others without losing yourself, and learning to grow through opposing opinions, not be hurt by them. If you're entering 2026 feeling busy but not fulfilled, confused about yourself, emotionally tired in relationships, or unsure about your direction, this episode is for you. Listen to it slowly. You don't have to agree with everything. Just ask yourself one honest question. Am I still seeing life through an old mindset? One of the sharpest mindsets in communication, especially as we mature, is learning to see the human first and gender second. Many problems in male-female relationships don't begin with emotions. They begin with hidden motives. We talk, but silently ask ourselves, do they like me? Is there potential here? Could this turn into something romantic? The moment we carry these questions into a conversation, we stop truly listening. We start calculating, protecting ourselves, or trying too hard to impress. A sharp-minded person can talk to the opposite sex as a human being first, without flirting, without proving worth, and without labeling the connection. When you remove the lens of gender, you begin to notice their passions, their way of thinking, their life experience, perspectives you've never heard before. The conversation becomes lighter, more honest, and more meaningful. This is especially important for younger people, or those who rarely interact with the opposite sex. We often place too much expectation on every interaction. But not every conversation needs to lead to love. Not every kindness is a romantic signal. When you learn to communicate without hidden motives, you become less anxious, less disappointed, and far more understanding of people. Intelligence in communication isn't about speaking well. It's about how you see the person in front of you. One powerful mindset that many people avoid is this: nothing in life comes for free. We often see other people's results, success, money, strong relationships, but we don't see the price they paid over time. If you want a solid career, you must trade comfort. If you want confidence, you must trade safety. If you want a genuine relationship, you must trade emotional armor. Many people say they want success, but they don't want the cost. They want results without the process. They want the reward without the pressure. A sharp-minded person clearly understands what they are trading and accepts that trade consciously. If you want discipline, you must give up easy procrastination. If you want respect, you must give up people-pleasing. If you want maturity, you must give up innocence. There is no perfect choice. There is only the choice you are willing to take responsibility for. Once you understand that paying a price is a natural part of life, you complain less, compare less, and focus more deeply on your own path. Trust is the foundation of every healthy relationship, but dependence is not. Many people confuse these two. They believe that love means holding tightly, and trust means placing your entire life in someone else's hands. But a sharp-minded person knows how to trust while staying self-directed. Trust means you're willing to open your heart. You share your true emotions. You allow yourself to be seen, even in vulnerability. But not being dependent means you don't lose yourself in a relationship. You don't abandon your goals or values. You don't live in fear that if someone leaves, your life collapses. A healthy relationship is not two people clinging to each other to survive. It's two whole individuals choosing to walk together. When you depend, you become anxious, suspicious, easily hurt by change. But when you trust without dependence, you remain calm. You understand this. If they stay, I appreciate it. If they leave, I will still be okay. This mindset doesn't make you cold. It allows you to love more maturely and build relationships based on choice, not fear. The final sharp mindset, and perhaps the hardest one, is learning to receive feedback without becoming defensive. Most of us enjoy praise. Very few truly welcome criticism or opposing opinions, because feedback touches the ego. Our instinct is to defend ourselves, reject the comment, or feel personally attacked. But a mature thinker asks, is there any truth in this? Not all feedback is correct, but every piece of feedback is a mirror. When you learn to see yourself through others' perspectives, you understand yourself more clearly, discover blind spots you didn't notice, and strengthen confidence in your chosen path. Receiving feedback doesn't mean living by others' standards. It means listening, reflecting, and choosing consciously. A critical thinker doesn't rush to believe, doesn't rush to reject, observes long enough to understand. When you're stable inside, criticism won't break you, and praise won't inflate you. You become calmer, clearer, and continuously evolve. The 4 mindsets you just heard are not new or complicated ideas. But what matters most is this: they don't work in isolation. When you see the human before the gender, understand that everything you want has a cost, trust others without losing yourself, and welcome feedback as a tool for growth, you begin to build a strong inner framework. Maturity is not about becoming tougher. It's about becoming more self-aware. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be conscious of what you choose, what you trade, and where you're heading. 2026 doesn't require you to become a completely new person. It invites you to become more grounded, clearer, and more honest with yourself. If one mindset from this episode made you pause and reflect, hold on to it and practice it in daily life. Thank you for listening. I'm Mary, and I'll see you in the next episode of Better English, where we don't just learn English, we learn to live with more clarity, depth, and intention.